What if Naruto had the 10 shadow abilities? Or 10 shadow technique. Either way, it's the same thing. When Naruto was searching through the scroll of sealing, he found a weird technique called the 10 shadows. It was made by a Nara member and was put in here so no one knew where to find it because of how powerful it was. Naruto thought, if it was in here, then it can't be a clan jutsu, so he can use it. Naruto figured out how to use it, and when he first summoned it, he summoned the two wolves, the black and white wolves. He continued to look through it, but before he could actually do another hand sign, Mizuki got there and said, Naruto. You're here. Yeah, here you go. But then Iwuka came down, the whole thing happened, and then instead of using shadow clones, which he did learn, he summoned two wolves. Mizuki was like, what? There shouldn't have been anything like that. How is he able to summon wolves? The two wolves started to strike Mizuki until he was too tired, which Naruto just landed a powerful blow in his face, knocking him unconscious. When Naruto finally got back to the village, the Hokage and a few others were there. He said, Naruto, why is Mizuki and Iwuka with you? I'll tell you later, Hokage-sama, Iwuka said. When Naruto time skipped to the next day, the Hokage got everything explained to him, the teams were assigned, Naruto became a ninja, and during that time, Naruto decided to summon a few other things, which he found out did not listen to him until he beat them. Because first he summoned the toads, then he summoned Nue, which he then used the toads to keep down, which then he defeated it. Then he summoned the snake, which no one really saw because instead of going straight up like in anime and in a Minecraft mod, it actually went up and then started going towards Naruto. And this time, he summoned Nue to strike it, paralyzing the serpent, which then gave Naruto the time to defeat it. So just to make it clear, he has divine dogs, toads, Nue, and the serpent. So when it came time for the bell test, Naruto decided to try and go to the Kakashi like in the cannon, and it went to cannon until he went in water. What he discovered doing before the test is that he can fuse or combine himself with his summons, the ones that he can use. So he decided to fuse himself with the toad, gaining warts like Jiraiya did, as well as markings around the eyes, as well as webbed feet and the ability to stretch his tongue out. What he did was think under the water so that way he can come up with a plan. Because unlike the original, this one is not an idiot. When he came up with a plan, which took him about 5-6 minutes, Kakashi was getting worried when he started going towards the water. When Naruto came up, he defused, so Kakashi didn't see the fusion of him and the toad. When To come up, he made a hand sign and created clones of himself. And he created about 5 clones. So each of them created a single hand sign and made divine dogs, which shocked Kakashi and his teammates that were hiding in the trees. Because it looked like they just appeared. But they came out of his shadow. Now Kakashi had to deal with 5 Narutos and 10 wolves. Which honestly tired him out. And when he was about to actually hit one of the Narutos, because anytime he tried to hit one, a wolf blocked it and tried to bit him, he was actually able to land one, making it go poof, knowing it was just a clone. So tight he didn't notice that one of the wolves actually grabbed a bell. But because of that, the timer went off, and he said, well, no one got the bell, so I guess that means, hey Kakashi, sorry, my nose is a bit stuffed, let me just pause this. Okay, I should be back to normal. He said, look, I got the bells. Oh, so who are you giving it to? He then tossed it to both Sakura and Sasuke. Which he was like, huh, looks like you figured out who was the better one. No, it's about teamwork. Huh? Kakashi then started saying it was a test of teamwork, and Naruto just allowed you to pass. Huh. Now I guess it's time for us to start our missions. As it went on, the missions weren't really doing anything. It was just clean the fence, catch the cat, Tora. I think I'm saying that cat's name right. Clean a fence, catch the cat. Pick up someone's groceries, catch the cat, etc., etc. I'm not going through all the things. When Naruto finally had enough of it, because he hasn't really been able to do anything, and all he's really been able to master over this time is the rabbits. So Naruto then demanded for another mission. They got the bridge builder. When they were walking, the demon brothers appeared and tried to attack. Kakashi got on the way and stopped it. 1 down, 3 to go, they said. But before they can get before they can get going, a toad toads wrapped themselves around them. What? Is he here? They started looking around frantically. And then they noticed that, what are you guys so surprised about? They looked down and saw that the shadows, like, what the? They see that they somehow connected to Naruto's. Well, more like the bubblings look underneath them looked exactly like Naruto, so they just deduced that it must have been Naruto's. What the? You brat! Let us go, or we'll. Before they could say anything, another one came out of the shadows and electrocuted them. They both passed out. Yeah. What the heck? After that, give me a minute. We flashed the the Demon Brothers unconscious, and then Kakashi came out and said that he wanted to see how they did. He was disappointed with Sakura and Sasuke. Sakura ended up having her face look down, and Sasuke was looking at Naruto in annoyance. During the walk, they kept trying to get Naruto to tell him how he did that, and he should tell him because he's an elite. Naruto didn't say anything, so they kept bothering him until Kakashi finally told him to stop. He'll tell you if he wants to. Which just annoyed Sasuke even more. When they finally got to the Zabuza meeting, they ducked a sword coming at them. Huh. A bunch of weaklings and Kakashi. Huh. Well, that's lucky for me. Zabuza, Demon of the Mist. Oh, looks like my reputation still goes far, huh? Just hand over the bridge builder. Sorry, no can do. Alright then. Zabuza made hand signs and said, hiding in the mist jutsu. Since no one could see him, Naruto combined himself with Nue, gaining wings, feathers, and the ability to release electricity. Naruto then jumped into the air, flying, looking around trying to find Zabuza. When he did find them, he was right behind Sakura. Then he dove down and electrocuted it. Turns out it was just water. Wait, water clone, Naruto thought. But then a lot more of Zabuzas appeared, making him have to choose. Look for him or defend the bridge builder. He chose to defend the bridge builder. Which, every once in a while, they randomly see lightning going past them. They couldn't see it was Naruto because, well, they couldn't see anything. But they were pretty sure it wasn't him because he is the dead last of the class. When it was finally over, and they were able to see Zabuza, before that, Naruto deactivated the fusion, turned back to normal. What they didn't know is that Kakashi was trapped in a water bubble, stopping him from escaping. When Naruto wanted to go towards him, he said, "No, stop, just leave with the bridge builder." Sorry, I was thirsty. Naruto said, "No way, Kakashi Sensei. You said yourself, those who abandon friends are worse than scum." So Naruto continued to go towards him. And instead, he summoned 2 clones to try and get him, but instead the clones were battered away easily. He knew that Sakura was too useless to do anything, and Sasuke was only going to do something if it benefited him. So he needed to make do with something fast. Then he came up with an idea. He then summoned Whale's Unknown Abyss. The tiny frogs right there are called Whale's Unknown Abyss. Everyone was shocked to see flying frogs continue going around Zabuza. He tried to whack at them, but they moved out of the way before then. Naruto was able to throw something at Zabuza's arm, and with him being too busy with those things, he barely noticed until he only had a chance to jump, which then separated it. Then the battle with Zabuza goes as canon. And now we're going to the house where Kakashi slept in, Zabuza's families. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it goes as canon again. Sorry if this is going fast. I haven't really done a Naruto what if. I have trouble remembering stuff that happens in between good stuff. All I can really remember from this part is that they did the tree climbing, which is something that they should have already known. So I'm gonna skip that and move forward to the bridge fight. When Naruto got there, Naruto saw how Sasuke was trapped within an ice prison. Unlike the original where he just ran in there and tried to save him, this time Naruto had to think. How do we get Sasuke out of there without getting trapped in there himself? It took him a second, but then he thought, a snake would be able to serve it quickly, but how would he can't summon his snake because it would be too big. Then he figured he could fuse with it. With how much how much mist was around here, it should be able to be done. Which Naruto did. He combined with his snake, turning his skin black and white. Instead of having legs, his legs combined to make a tail, which allowed him to move faster. When Sasuke wasn't paying attention, and the fog or smoke or mist, whatever, it's the same thing, was in his way, Naruto blitzed and grabbed Sasuke. What? The Sasuke said, and before he can look at Naruto, he deactivated the fusion, rather than not having Sasuke bother him even more later. What, Dobie, how did you... Before he could say anything, a few more ice needles were poked into him. Naruto can tell that he was still alive. Either by choice or miss, he didn't care. He was finishing this fight. Since his comrade was unconscious and no one else could see him, he decided to summon Nue. And every time an ice crystal got there, he attacked the ice mirrors with Nue. Every time. So that way there were less and less ice mirrors, and if they were inside one, they had to use chakra to speed out before he can notice. Each time they got slower, allowing Naruto to finally see them, which then he summoned the toads to grab the masked ninja to find out it was Haku. And yes, they met the same as an anime. They let's see what else. Oh yeah. When he decided to attack Haku, he broke off Haku's mask, revealing his face. He was shocked. Haku, what are you? Then he went on to explain what happened to him and everything. And before they can continue the talk, Haku ran off and catch the Shidori instead of Zabuza. Which then caused Zabuza to attack Kakashi and having his arms paralyzed. Then Gato appeared. But instead of Zabuza, Naruto decided to go in. I am sick of tired of this, he said. Oh, what's a brat like you going to? Before he could say anything, a light appeared and it looked like he split in two. And yes, anytime he combines with the divine dogs, he will become in two different people. A pure black one with glowing red eyes because, well, you can't really tell the difference, and a white one with glowing black eyes. But they both said, we are going to murder you! Or kill, or whatever. Either way, it stoked fear in Gato's heart. He said, get them! Both of them attacked Gato's army with ferocious fury, whipping them apart as well as cutting them into pieces any time they can with their bare hands or mouth. They worked best in a duo, making it nearly impossible for anyone to hit one of them off guard. When it was done, they didn't even have a scratch on them, but Gato's honey was there, bloody on the floor. Huh. Oh, would you look at that? The white one said, you're all out of luck. Well, can't say it was fun, but they both said, now we're going to end you. Which they both charged and jumped and grabbed each other's arms and started spitting, making a yin and yang symbol. Yin and yang bite. A wolf face appeared and bit down, cutting Gatsu straight in half of what looked like a bite mark of a wolf. When all of it was done, Zabuza left, saying that he didn't have anyone to pay him, so he had no business there anymore. And yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave it off. And I know I haven't posted in a while, and when I do post, I delete videos or something. But I want to make one thing clear. I have a hard time at school. It is difficult to think of good what ifs. And not to mention, well, it's just plain out hard. Barely have enough time to do it on a normal day. Well, that's it. Bye, everybody. Domain expansion what ifs. Out.